Hello students, now come to the second part of third unit. In our first video, we have completed this part. In today's video, I'll complete this part. This is very important and interesting part. So as the second part, first topic is database management system. What is database management system? Before going to the definition, I just want to discuss one example. I have make one form. When you are going for any reservation or seat booking, you have seen this form. There are some fields like name and birth number. I have taken two fields and there is a boxes and OK button. Suppose you have written the name A and birth number is 1. Then you will click on OK. When you will click on OK, then that name will display over here and birth number here. What is this happening? Basically, what is this happening when you are putting your name and birth number and click on OK? That form is called front end, and this information went to the table and that table is called back end. For any software, for railway reservation, you are going for movie ticket reservation, there is a front end, and for each front end a database is maintained that is called back end. Now comes to the definition. Database management system is a software for creating and managing the database. There are many software for database like Oracle, MySQL Server, and many more software that are used for managing the data. Second definition, we can define database management system as a group of interrelated data and set of program to access the data. What is it meaning, group of interrelated data? Suppose you want to store the student information. Then we will take all the attributes related to student, roll number, name, course, and marks, and many more. We can take address, mobile number, etc. Then we used to store the information of each and every student. So this is the database of student. Some operations we can perform on the database. These are, we can create the table like this structure we can create. Then we can insert the data. Insertion of data we are doing like here we have included some information of Abhinav, Akshita, Riya, Saloni. This is insertion. Protection of data. When we maintain the data, then this is also the responsibility to protect the data. We have to protect our data from unauthorized access. Unauthorized access means if the person is not authorized, then he or she could not see our data. So we have to protect the data. We can update the data. Update means suppose the Abhinav Gupta, roll number 101, his marks updated with 98. Then this is called updation. Updation of data. Deletion of data. If some student left the program and we want to delete, then we can delete the data. We can delete this row. Alteration and data definition. What is meaning of alteration? Alteration and data definition. If we want to add one more field, data definition, this is the data definition. If we want to add mobile number over here, then we can easily add one extra field. If we want to update this marks with the grade, then we can also alter this. So alteration is happen in the definition. Definition is student roll number, name, course, marks. This is the collection of field. So this is database management system. Now comes to the second topic, types of database management system. Basically, there are many type of database system. Before going to these type, just we have discussed two forms of data. Before the relational database, we use the flat file database. Nowadays, we are using the relational database system. What is this flat file database? Flat file database, just like the Just like you are maintaining the student information in a register or a Word file. Suppose there are 200 students in MBA, and we are storing the information of 200 students in a text file, in a Word file. With the help, we are suppose there are 60 students, and we are maintaining the information like the roll number 101 having name Abhinav Gupta. He is doing MBA. He is obtaining the result 98%. His address is Delhi. So like that, you are writing the information in the form of plain text. You are separating the information with the help of commas or tab. But there are many drawbacks of that system. What are the drawbacks? If you have maintained this data like in file form, then how you will access the data, you have to search full file for accessing the data. Suppose you have maintained the file for 200 students like this. You want to search the information of roll number 67. You have to read each and every line, then you will find the 67 student. If any student, so accessing of data is difficult. Suppose any student change his address. Suppose roll number 59 shifted from Delhi to Gurgaon. Then we have to update this information. First we have to search, then we have to update. And suppose that student information is also in more than one place, then on all the places you have to search that roll number 15, then you will change the address Delhi to Gurgaon. So information updation is tough in flat file. Updation is hard, as well as searching is also difficult. Updation is difficult and searching is also difficult in the flat file. When the data is maintained in a relational form, relational database means you are maintaining the table. If you are maintaining the table, then the information retrieval is very quick, information maintenance is very quick, and you can link the tables with the help of key, like we can see here. This is the college database, and college database includes 3 tables: student, faculty, and library. We can include more field. I have taken just example of where I have taken example, and I make the college database with the help of these 3 tables. First is student roll number, name, class, marks, and address. In the faculty ID, faculty name, salary, and address. For library, roll number of student so that he can issue the book number, book name, and issue date. Here we can see roll number field is at both places, means we are giving references of this roll number to library table. Why we are giving reference? Only those students who are in the class, who enrolled in the class, can issue the book. So this has happened only in the relational database. It contain, just read out the definition, database contain the multiple table of data with row and column. Here we can say we have multiple tables that relate to each other through the special key field. This roll number is related with this library. So here the roll number is primary key. Here the roll number is primary key. What is primary key? Primary key, a field that can never be null. Null means blank. That field can never be blank. And one more thing, this is always unique. Like in our college, none of 2 students having same roll number. In your class, all the students having different roll number. So we have to make this field as a primary key. And when we are giving reference of this roll number to another table, then we are using the concept of foreign key or reference key. Foreign key, if you are giving reference of this primary key to another table. So this is the quality of relational database. You can relate one table to another table. These databases are more flexible than flat file. This is flexible. Information updation is easy, deletion is easy, alteration is also easy. It provides functionality for reading, creating, updating, and deleting the data. Relational database use the structured query language. In our fourth part of video, I will discuss all the SQL queries for creating these tables. Now, there are 4 types of database management system. First is hierarchical database, network, third is object, and fourth is relational. Relational database that we have already discussed. Hierarchical database system. Hierarchical database system resembles a tree structure. Here we can see this is a parent and these are the child. Relationship between record are in 1-to-1. Here the relationship is 1-to-1. One department is attached with the student, department is attached with faculty. Here there is no connection. We cannot establish this connection between two. If anybody want to go to the faculty, first he have to go to the department, then he will reach to the faculty. If anyone want to go to the student table, then first search the department, then go to the student. So relationship is 1-to-1 and there should be a proper hierarchy. Second is network model, network database model. As its name implies, here the relationship is many to many, network. We can see college having department MBA as well as colleges having library. Student study in MBA department and a student can also access the library. Here the relationship is 1-to-1, but here the relationship is 1-to-many. Many student linked to the department as well as students linked to the library. College having MBA department and other departments also, and college similarly having the library. Just read out. Network database model also have a hierarchical structure. However, instead of using single parent tree hierarchy, this model support many to many relationship. As a child table can have more than one parent. Child table student having parent MBA as well as library. Object-oriented database model. Object-oriented database model, the information is represented as an object. Objects are the real world entity. Like here we can see person can be student or person can be a faculty. So the information name and age is written over here, and the information related to student roll number and marks is here, and the specific information that is related to the faculty is here, salary and faculty ID. This is the structure of object model. The information is represented as an object with different type of relationship possible between two or more objects. Such database uses an object-oriented programming language for development. Object-oriented programming, this is not in your syllabus. You will study only the SQL. Next is relational database. As we have already discussed, relational database, there are a collection of table like the college database have the student table, faculty table, and library table. So this is the collection of multiple table, and these tables can be linked to each other. Like previous example, roll number is primary key and here roll number is foreign key. These two tables relate to each other with the help of key. This is possible only in the relational database. Some terms related to the relational database like table. First is table. What is table? Table is a collection of row and column. Here we can say, see, table is the collection of row and column. This is the table. Table here some columns and also the rows. Table are essential object in database because they hold all the information. Table is used to store all the information. Table, before creating table, consider your requirement and determine all the tables that you might need. Whenever we want to create a database for for example, if we are making the college database, then we have decided we will take the faculty table, we will take the student table, we will take a library table. Similarly, these fields should be decided also in advance. For student table, what fields you want to include, this should also be defined in advance. For creating a table in SQL, we have to write this query, create table student. Then we will take the information related to student. Here I have taken first field roll number. Then INT means we are giving integer data type. Integer data type means you want to give only the number to this roll number. Here we are entering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we want to enter only number, then we will take the data type integer. When we want to enter the character type of data, then we will take name as a char, C-H-A-R, character data type. This is called character data type. Third, for address, if you want to, as we know, address can include both alphanumeric value means number as well as character. For where we will take the data type varchar, like plot number 121. So here plot number is character and 121 is number. So we will take varchar. Class character, just write MBA or MCA or BTech. Date of birth, data type is date. Data type is used to store the information that is in the date form. So we have created the field. We can create this with the help of SQL query. Here just read out the syntax. In my fourth video, I will explain and I will run all the things. This is the table. Table collection of row and column. Now the field. What is field? Field are also called attribute. These are the attributes that are associated to the table or entity. Here the student is an entity and student having the attribute roll number, name, marks and courses. So these are called the field. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. In this student table, we are having roll number, name, marks and course, 4 fields. Each have different type of data such as number, text, date. Number हो सकता है means roll number. We have taken roll number as a number. Text हो सकता है like name. We have taken the character data type. Date. If we want to include date of admission or date of birth, then we will take the data type date. So field may be of any type. Creating a student table, we have to include attribute like roll number, name, class, marks, address. All these fields are related to the student. Similarly, if you want to create a table for faculty, then we can take faculty ID, we can take faculty name, faculty salary, faculty address, like that. Field value. Each record has a field value. This is the field value. Name is a field and Abhinav is field value. Next is record. Record contain the specific data, information about a particular employee or particular student. Like here, employee or student. We can see here the records. There are 7 records. We have maintained the list of 7 students and we have recorded the detail of 7 students. So we can say in this table, there are 7 records. This is roll number, name, marks are the field. Table name is a student and table is having record. And if we talk about field value, then this name, this is the name field and field value is Abhinav. Second field value is Abhishek. These all combinedly called the record. Next topic is view. What is view? View is a virtual table that is made that is made with the help of some original table. Like this is a student table. Suppose your director ma'am want to see the roll number and marks, only 2 fields of all students. Then you can create a view and you can present that view or you can give that view to the director ma'am. Just read out first, then I will tell you the example. View are considered as a virtual table. View can be defined as a subset of database. View contain row and column of selected database or table. View contain the information as it is of the original table. How to create a view? SQL query. Create view. First we have to write create, then we will write view. Then we have to give a name to view. We are making a view for director ma'am and we are giving marks. So I have taken D_marks, view name. You can say you can take name ABC, XYZ, any name we can take. Create view, view name. This is view name. You can take any name. As select. क्या क्या select करना है? We want to select roll number and marks. And from where we have to select? From student table. This is the table from which we want to create a view. This is a table from which I want to create a view. Then I will create a view like create view d marks, any name, view name, view का ये नाम है, as select. Then we have select what? Two fields, roll number and marks. And from where? Student table. We have selected roll number comma marks from student. What happens? As a output of this query, a D mark view will be ready. D underscore marks. This is a D mark view, and this will include, this is a D marks view, and this will include two field, roll number and marks. These field exactly match with these two field, 1 to 7 and marks 89 to 85. Marks are 89 to 85 and roll number 1 to 7. If we do any changes over here, if faculty did any changes, suppose Abhinav's marks updated with 89 to 90, then this change will be reflected also here. This is the view. View is a virtual table. Now comes to the next topic, that is database report. Database report is a formatted result of database query and contain useful data for decision making. What does it mean? Result of database queries. Suppose you want to select some information from this student table. You want to select roll number and name. Then what you will write? Select roll number comma name. You will write select roll number comma name from student. Then the two table report will be generated. One is having roll number and one is having name. Similarly, if you want to see the detail of a student who are doing MBA program, then what you will write? Select asterisk. You want to see all the information, then you will write asterisk. If you want to see the selected information like name and roll number, then in place of asterisk, you will write name comma roll number or roll number comma name. Here I want to see all the information. That's why I have written asterisk. Select asterisk from student. Student is a table name where course equals to MBA. As a result of this query, all the students of MBA and with details will be come in front of us. And this will be this is called the report. Report result of database query. Last is query. What is query? We are writing the select query. We are writing the create query. These all are the queries. So query can be defined as a request for data from the database. You are selecting, you are giving request to the database and your result will comes. So query can be defined as a request for data from database, or we can say query can be used to create the database, select the data from database, update the data. All the things happen with the help of query. In database management system, we use the SQL queries, a structured query language. I will explain all the queries in my fourth video. So that's all about this second part. We have completed concepts of database management system. Then what is DBMS? Types of DBMS: field, record, table, view, report, and queries. In my next video, I'll complete this third part. Thank you for watching. Thank you, students.